Good morning, good morning, good morning, and/or good morning. Welcome to the Cape Wrath Trail. I hope you like pain. It's went a bit smelly. This is ripping my nut. That was meant to be a bagpipe. That's us up and away, 8:30. Next to this awesome salmon river here. Just walking around the actual river up to a loch. We follow the loch around a wee bit and then we start cutting across open hillside. Good sleep last night, really good sleep actually. It wasn't as cold. It's quite strange actually because I had to take the down jacket off again last night. Some nights I feel cold and some nights I feel roasting. A lot of it I think has got to do with how much I eat. Of course it has, you know, you're stoking the furnace, calories for your body to burn up as fuel to keep you warm when you sleep. But it seems as well like just a few degrees, like it was 13 degrees Celsius last night and that felt warm, whereas the other night it was 8 and that felt cold. So 5 degrees, you know, it's quite a noticeable difference. We're just coming up on a wee fishing hut. Weather wise it's drizzle, but that's alright, keeps you cool when you're walking. Got plenty of charge in my portable battery charger. Next time I won't take one as big, even though I've only been able to get the solar charger out a couple of times. That thing's still more or less full. Now they're heavy, so I'd probably take one half the size of that next time, but you just don't know till you've been out and see how much. I guess if the weather's really good, you're doing loads of filming, you're using up battery, but then you can recharge it. Check the hut out. That's where I camped down last night. Now that's us at 38 miles. Wait a minute. 38.6 miles we have left to go till we get to whatever the place is called. Ricahonanchio or whatever. The place that's only 10 miles. Let's say 11 miles from Sandwood Bay. So we've got 38, in my mind, we've got 38 miles to go, more or less till the end. So that's not bad. Today and tomorrow will get us there, and that'll be us. I'll only be a day behind my full itinerary, which isn't too bad. Don't get me wrong, I've had to go on some of the alternative route parts, which I hadn't initially planned to do, but you know, you do what you do. That's why it's an unofficial path and you've got all these options open to you, you know. Poured down rain all last night, almost as soon as I'd got the tent pitched and I'd had something to eat. And I was just looking at the maps after we'd done map time. It started hammering down and it rained all night until this morning. And then when I got up, it wasn't raining. Dried the tent off, put it away so it's not any heavier. It was drizzling there and now it's stopped drizzling. And it's looking like it might clear. Although the pressure's taking a dip again. But yeah, it's good to know. Good walking weather. Good day so far. So that's this is the loch, and that's Benmore Lodge over there. This is where I was thinking about coming. I could have even pitched right there. There's a flat square bit that would have done me. There's no information on any stalking that's happening. We have no worries there getting up, climbing about hills when guys are trying to get a stag or something. Well, it's not just that, there's the whole deer management element as well. So anyway, Benmore Lodge over there, and we're actually, one way takes you to the left up over that pass, the other way takes you round to the right. I had planned to go to the right because I don't want to go into that town, so I was thinking about just going round it, but I don't know, maybe I might go over that guy. Now, I should stick to my plan. I'll stick to my plan. I've got it plotted in my GPS. I'm just going to do what I've planned to do. You see, you could have came along, it might have been stinking weather, but it looks quite nice up there just now. So we've just passed Benmore Lodge and we've passed that wee bridge there. We're just here. Blackrock is that guy there. This path goes up. You see that? There. That's it here. We're going round to the right of that. Round here. So we're looking for this split. We're at the bridge, so we'll cross that bridge and then take a right. It's cracking about here. Here's the bridge, and to the right is this guy here. Another one goes up there. It does look nice up there and not as nice there. I'm sure I can't base it on that. I've made my plan, I've got my mileage sorted, I've got everything. Yeah, I'm going the way I planned. So we're going to go this way. You come along the track just a wee bit from that bridge, you come across this. Now I think this is because it was pouring rain last night. I did manage to walk across there, and it went no deeper than a couple inches if you stand on some of the rocks just below the surface. It's really shallow, as you can see. But if it's been raining more heavily, you might want to not cross the bridge and come around this way around the outside. So you can see where we've came from down there. This is where we're going. You pull up a fair bit on this route. You've got a pass to go over there as well, but this has got its ascents and descents as well, this route. And the book says it's actually harder terrain. I just chose this route because it was more direct, I guess. So yeah, but cracking, absolutely cracking scenery. The weather's, the weather's good for me. So this is where we're going, right along here. As you can see, it's quite a remote, barren area, quite remote and wild. So we've got a couple of days to traverse this bit of land, and then we won't be far from the Cape. We've came from the right stick along, down, up, around, just on a single path, and then we've came across this here. Probably won't go on for too long. Seems a bit random actually. The weather's changed again, not for the better. It's quite changeable weather today. I just met another guy who's done the Scottish National Trail before, and he, well, almost. He didn't quite finish. He was at Sandwoods Bay and there was a storm and his tent got flattened and he had to wrap it. So he's up finishing that wee section north to south, because he finished off that wee section and then he's walking this south. So I told him where I camped last night, and he showed me a good wee spot as well. So there's been the lady with the trolley, there's been the German lad, and then there's been that Scottish guy. That's 3 folk that I've met so far that's walking this. He said there's a group of about 6 guys, foreign, I'm not sure. He didn't say where they were from, but not. I think maybe Germany. It was probably the same guys that the German lad was talking about. He met them earlier this morning up ahead. So that's good. It's good to have a wee blether and share some info. The boy showed me some places to camp that he'd passed. So that's some good insider info there. Such a strange road this, because apparently it just ends and then we need to go. There is no path. You just need to do some heather bashing, cracking across the countryside to meet up with another path. I love those. Can you see those little islands with a tree in it? Well, cool. That's 1:15. Not stopped at all yet, and we left at 8:30. So good. We should. Sometimes I don't like to look at how many miles we've done too much in case it's not enough. Sometimes it's best to leave it till later on and look, and it's we've done 10 miles already. That's good. Should I do it? I'll do it now. 9.67. So I was wanting to do 10 miles. I thought maybe 10 miles by 1:30. So that's not bad. 9.67 so far at 1:45. It's decent enough, especially considering if I was going to split it up, I really should be do 16 would be what I'd be doing. So we'd only be 6 miles away from finishing today. That would be maybe around 3 o'clock-ish. Seems a bit early, doesn't it? Let's see how we get on. Weather's good, you know. The weather's changed a wee bit on us, so it's went a bit smelly. So it has. Visibility's closing in, wind's up, rain's on, it's driving rain, so there's no way you're getting the brolly up in this. Hence this is the first time I'm actually seriously wearing my rain jacket. See why the guidebook says this is harder? Because there is no path here, and it's loads of boggy areas, so you're up and down. Like this bit, there's not one bit, you can't just walk in a straight line. The rain's off at least, but it's tough going, it's tough and slow going. There is absolutely no path or anything like that whatsoever, so whereas the other way there is. So if you're coming this way, you need to make sure your navigation is pretty bang on. When I crest this hill here, I should be looking at a lake. I'll pick up a path the other side. Here, for example, you know, sometimes you have to like walk around crappy sections. But yeah, I've been trying to crack on. We've came from over there, around, down, up here, down this bit of, stay low there, don't go high, because then you'll just need to come low. Stay low once we cross those rivers, stay low, around, down and up here, and then we're going up this guy. You can see we've came from round there, along here, down here, down the other side, across up, round this corner of this hill. Where I came high, you want to keep low, cut across, along down here, down there, and then up, along, up. I'm not sure what it looks like to you, but it's, I expect it's a funny thing. I guess it looks like a sort of micro train set to me just now. It doesn't look that far. It looks like you could take a few steps and you're down there. But that's quite a distance, that. Going through the Pathfinder. Go and be the Pathfinder. Find us a path. There we go, there's the very chap we've been looking for. There's a road runs right along the opposite side of the loch to us. So we're going to get down there, hit that guy up, take it for there. This is the other side. Hopefully the wind's less here as well for camping spots, you know. There's the upturned boat that the guy I met said he camped next to. He recommended it to camp there. Can you see that guy? Right there. So to get there we need to get down from here and then walk along that road. I'm not sure how far that is, maybe a mile in total by the time it ups and downs, rounds and rounds. That's us down from this guy. What a slog today's been, I'll tell you, that is rough country, that. Rough country indeed. But good day. Map time. Good old map time. Hey, where were we? Where did we start the day? Right here. In this build out, there's a cracking wee flat bit of grass, short crop grass. It's far away, the cars can only drive as far as here, then it's a single track. There's a quad been up, they still keep the bank trim here. But if you're here after 5 o'clock and there's nobody about and you're pitching your way up, you're up at 6 and away for 7, 8, I would say you'd be fine. I didn't notice anyone. It says at the end of the river beats here anyway. Now I walked up here, the forest, this is all chopped down now, and then I cut up here. It's you notice that there's like the river there, and there's you cross over a wee bridge, and then you can see like a 4x4, a quad track going up. It's just grass up to here and down, and then there's like a timber operation, you know, so there's like porter cabins and stuff here. Down, I was glad I did camp there actually. I was thinking about maybe camping out here, but it wouldn't have been as good. You know, there's estate traffic going up because this is the lodge. So then we walked along this road, straight up, then along here. So past the lodge, cross over the bridge, and there's another river crossing. We took the right here. There's another river crossing there that was high enough, but not so much so that it caused a problem with getting wet. It's wide and shallow, but if it is higher, you could just not cross the bridge and stick to the right. Now, this left route is track most of the way, apart from up here, down into here, then around this way. I didn't have any need to go into the town, so the other day, I can't remember which thing, what was it, I sort of missed out a wee scenic bit or something like that. Because I went one of the alternative routes and I didn't think it was as scenic. So I wanted to spend a couple of days out the road, which is this, you know, because I'm not going into town. This is a lot more remote, the route I went. Said in the book, you know, going up this track, you're like, oh, it says in the book that it's harder than this. How is that? Well, I found out when I got round here. So you climb, you walk up, it's fine. You come round here, it's all good, and then you get up here, and basically, see, once you've got to the top of here and you start to descend here, this is when it becomes, it was all flooded, the path was flooded, it was boggy. I'm talking like peat boggy almost. You know, there's just no quick going. The path was basically a mess. Not due to anyone's fault in not maintaining it, it's just the land. Rivers of water going up and down the path, boggy as anything, mudslides, rocky, but it's still a path. You come all the way along here, now where is it? Yeah, to this bit, and this path, it's actually quite a strange bit, so it is, because it's like this single bit of road that they've started developing and making it good, but it's just like a bit, it doesn't seem to go anywhere. It's just like this random bit in there. At least it's that, to my recollection, it's there. And it curves up round and just stops. You're like, okay. So you start cutting up here and you're going over. I mean, on here it looks like a lot of this looks relatively flat. You know, the contour lines aren't close together, and there's not a lot of them. But you come up, then you drop down here, and it's all guesswork basically, just following a bearing. You cross here, and then this is a nightmare coming around here. I thought in my head that I'd remembered it said in the guidebook to stick high, because if you stay low, you'll be in a boggy hell. It probably must not have been this bit that they were even talking about, because it was fine down here. So I stayed high, cut around here and went, oh geez, I'm going to drop all the way down here, and it was relatively steep, which I did, so I've tried to show you that in the video. So when you come around here, when you cross here, stay low. Do you know, I wasn't even looking for this path up to the left, and I didn't notice it, and I didn't think to look out for it. Probably because it does show a little bit of path there actually. because these dots are like, it basically means no path. So that shows a wee bit of path. Can't say I really noticed it, because there's bits where the land's slipped and it kind of, because of the rock underneath, it kind of does look like a path, but it ain't. So all this, there's a rain on, all this around here, then over here, then all the way up here, it's all your own going. No path, no nothing. Just taking bearings and following them. Slow going, very slow going, tiring as well. And again, you know, you think that looks relatively flat, but it's not. So you come up here, up, and then eventually you start to drop down. I actually think we might have done something more like that and across. And then it's an old 4x4 track. Doesn't look like there's been anything along it in ages, actually. It doesn't look like there's been a vehicle over it for quite some time. And we came along and we were basically camped right here at the edge of this loch. Super clear water. There's a little overturned boat here and a flat bit of grass, and a relatively short grass as well. Well, that's short. Relatively short. Good enough for putting a tent. A lot of this stuff isn't. So I'm camped right there. The guy I met, I think he camped here last night. He's going north to south. So he pointed this out to me. So I took him. I bore that in mind, because it's good to know these things, because otherwise I might have thought there was a wee bit around here but it was kind of waterlogged. But it just gives you peace of mind knowing that there's some in there that somebody's recommended for you. So yeah, that was all good. Now let's have a look at this guy. 17.23 miles that is. Go. So this shows us exactly where we are. And you can see where I am. Just down here. Right there. And the black line's the actual trail, and the purple's just the little pin drops are just points I've marked, and the purple line is the, you know, just between those points. So I've roughly etched out and followed the trail or road or whatever it is I want to follow. So of course in the bits where there was nothing, I just dropped a pin either end. I could show you that, in fact. From here to here there is no path, so I just just basically done a straight line between them. So it gives you a general direction of where you want to go if you want to look at this. But of course, if you've got a map and compass and you know where you are at the point, you take the bearing and you're doing the same thing, essentially. So every time I zoom in, you'll see there's no track there. There's a track at the top next to the water, you'll see, but there ain't one in between. So that then leaves us with 24.4 miles to what do we call it? Currently navigating on the A838. Oh, 2. Currently navigating 2. Yeah, that's the town. That's the road that goes through the town. So yeah, Reconnaich. Is that how it's pronounced? So 24 point whatever it was, basically 25 miles to there. Batteries low on my GPS, so I'll need to get more batteries out my bag. I tend to get about 4 days use out my GPS, and that's on from 8 till 6, and often I might be on it for a while at night plotting in a route or something like that. And they're just normal batteries, just standard AA batteries, no fancy whatevers, just normal AA batteries that you get 4 days, 4 full days. So that's pretty good going, I would say. That's pretty good going battery life wise, actually. So we've had something to eat, the dog's crashed out, and I'm just going to look at the map for the route tomorrow to familiarise myself, get it into my head of where I'm going tomorrow. Although I've got it plotted in the GPS, and I know because I followed the map when I was plotting it in the GPS, but I still like to spend a wee bit of time looking over the map again for this next day and checking the guidebook. So tomorrow, if I don't know, I'll work it out as well what it averages out as, because this is Wednesday, so I've got Thursday, Friday. I've basically got 2 days to do 24.4 or whatever it was, 25 miles. I've got 2 days to do 25 miles. Otherwise, I don't know. It's not really important. The main thing is that I'm going to be there in plenty of time. Sunday, I'll get to Cape Wrath. Right, anyway, I'm off. I'll see you in the morning. This is all rough, challenging mountain country and a much harder hobnob stuck the throat there. Oh no. Right, let's start again. This is all rough, challenging mountain country and a much harder alternative to the main route. Don't underestimate the difficulty of this stage. So yeah, pretty cool.